Welcome back to the Baller of Fire channel. Yes, we are talking about the new signings, and the teams have been busy signing players left, right and centre. So today our first team is Manchester Basketball. Yes, this will be a series of videos, guys. Let's start with the most important member but is often overlooked. So let's start with the coach, Matthew Otten, a Dutch American. Matthew started his career in Cyprus playing for Apollon Limassol in 2006. He was also a part of the Dutch Championship side, helping them win a championship, Gas Terra Flames. He also played in the UK with Cheshire Phoenix and the Mersey Tiger. So as a player, he has been a champion, but how is he as a coach? Well, he won with the club Donar, guiding them to a cup, which they hadn't been able to win since 2018. But it all wasn't sunshine and rainbows. After getting swept in the DBL, Dutch Basketball League, and losing to ZZ Leiden, it spelled the end of his time with Donar. So all in all, he's a championship winning coach, and playing in the UK gives him an edge as he's familiar with the UK style of basketball. So he can hit the ground running, making Manchester a formidable team this upcoming season. To me, he's a great replacement for Herman Mandole, the manager that came in at the last season. He's a great addition to the story of Manchester Basketball. But enough about the coach. Who has the coach got lined up besides the ones from last time? That's Kenyon Henry, Zach Ivey, Cody John, which I go through in my other videos, so check it out. But who's new in Manchester? That's Tim Adutukasi, Carl Carey, Matt Nicholson, Max Jones, Kayem Cleary, Judson Martindale, and Zay Williams all together. But I can't go for all of them, so I'm only going to pick the ones that I like. So here we go. Let's start with Tim. Tim is a British 6'6" forward who recently played for the Phoenix KK 2010 Skiopi, averaging 13 points per game and 6 rebounds per game. That's the info courtesy of Super League Basketball. Courtesy a consistent scorer and a British player, he will be used to the British fundamentals, and it wouldn't take long for him to transition to the British style of basketball. He stated his excitement on joining the club and the league on the Super League Basketball news page. So I think he'll be a great addition. He's consistent where it matters. When points start to dry up, he can start dropping the balls down and add points. On to the next player, and that's the British small forward Carl Carey, an experienced vet and a journeyman in British basketball, playing for the London City Royals, the Cheshire Phoenix and the Surrey Scorchers. So to say the least, this is a player who knows the ins and outs when it comes to league. He doesn't offer much in points, he averages 4 points per game, however he makes up with it with his insight and his knowledge. This could be critical, especially when a coach is trying to be proactive. Carey could make the communication a lot easier. He could be the difference in a game. So okay, who's up next? We have Matt Nicholson, a 7-footer, joins Manchester as an impassable wall. The Clarkson native's size alone would intimidate forwards. However, he can shoot at least 5 points per game, and he can grab the ball out of the sky too. With 5 rebounds, he's an absolute force to be reckoned with. It won't be easy for any coach when coming against him. Manchester went and actually signed themselves a real giant. We have Max Jones, an American guard from Clearwater, Florida, who averages around 10 to 20 points per game. He will keep Manchester in the game, being a threat to defense and even having some pull that will pull defenders away, creating space for a forward to lay up or dunk. With his numbers, Manchester's starting to scare me. Anyways, on to the next. We have Kayem Cleary, the British guard is going to try his luck at home. I mean, he's just a kid from Gorton, but he has a hell of a resume, winning basically everywhere he has been. That's America, France. He averages 10 to 15 points per game, but still has an edge. He has an in-depth understanding of the British basketball fundamentals. That will set him apart. Definitely going to be a crowd favourite, but can I spend all day talking about him? No, so we move on to Johnson Martindale, another guy who I think is going to be quite special. A British American who's a consistent player, 6'5", he's definitely tall for a guard, but does it mean he's staying in defense? Nope, he's more than capable of averaging 5 to 10 points per game and dogfight in the air for the basketball, averaging 3 to 4 rebounds. He's a great signing, another player that isn't going to have much of a culture shock as he is used to the British style of basketball. Now, that's all I've got for the signings today. In my next video, I might go for some more Manchester signings, but most of it will be focused on the formidable Sharks. Until that video, peace.